right, welcome into Chalk Talk Social. It is Tuesday, September 9th, and gosh darn it, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are quite literally the best football players on the entire universe. I know you're hurting, no Ravens fan, Iman, recent Ravens fan.
I got my glasses on. It was a funeral yesterday.
Wiping up your tears, the eyes are a little puffy. Man, what a football game that was. AFC Championship preview. There's no chance.
For sure.
I'm thinking those two are undoubtedly your MVP candidates yet again, top two. I mean, watching those two play in the fourth quarter and compete against each other, that was cinema, instant classic for week one. Just a ball game, just a hell of a ball game. And, we'll get into it more. But, of course, my Packers, gosh darn it, did they whoop around the Detroit Lions, turn them Lions into kittens on week one.
I mean, listen, we talked about a little bit 2 weeks ago about they were the team to beat in the division. And it's looking like, man, they're going to be – because this was week one. They're only going to get better.
That's the worst they're going to be all season.
Yeah, and Love actually in that first half, he looks like an MVP candidate from the first half. Now, he got to get consistent with being able to stack those halves together, but that first half, woof. I guess that's what they was, yeah, woof.
That was something. That was a complete football game. And look, as a Packer fan, not many times do you watch a Packers complete football game because the defense never seems to have it all figured out. That was the most figured out that defense has looked since 2010. And I know it's only 1 week, but that is a Super Bowl contender Lions that they just whooped up on. And that defense, gosh darn it. Hey, Jerry Jones, we love you. Thank you. Hey, put Jerry Jones' name in the Packers Hall of Fame right next to Micah one day. Because oh my gosh. Watching Micah get his first sack when he shot out of that double team like a bat out of hell, like a torpedo, an absolute missile, a horror movie. What's that movie? That Jordan Peele movie, Get Out, where the guy comes
storming in. Yeah. And the best part about it that I seen, man, it kind of gave me chills when he got the sack. The whole stadium went insane. Like, I mean, the stadium went crazy. So I was like, he's rejuvenated people there, but, I mean, that's going to be a scary team because he didn't play as many snaps as I thought he was supposed to, but the snaps that he did play double teams. They're making sure they're knowing where Micah Parsons is in the system that he probably barely knows right now. So imagine once he gets the defensive scheme down pat, I mean, that's going to be a scary defense.
He's out there just asking, where am I going? Where am I going? And his teammates saying, just go to the court, get the 16.
I looked at him a couple times, asked the guy next to him, like, and I can tell because I kind of know playing football all my life. He's just asking, what do I do this play?
Going straight,
and they
buddy.
just told him, yeah. So
I mean, look, and he bitched on Penei Sewell. It's an all-pro tackle. And look, everyone's like, oh, the run defense. I'm sorry. They had to focus so much on him that Colby Wooden, mid-round pick for the Packers, looked like an all-pro defensive tackle and run defense. Oh, we lost Kenny Clark. Well, the fact that Micah's out there made guys like Colby, we can get in this, but the run defense was astronomically better because it freed up other guys to just be right there to meet the running back, essentially. Jahmyr Gibbs went nowhere. David Montgomery, nowhere. And look, they didn't change the scheme. It's just different play cars, and that matters. But, and I know they're down some offensive linemen, and they, replacing Frank Ragnow, but my gosh. Let's get into the top 10, the 10 biggest headlines from this weekend in sports. We're going to try to be better about being in this in 10 minutes, so let's see how this goes. Number one, to kick off the top 10 and 10, like we said, we're going to start Bills versus Ravens. The Bills get the last-minute improbable win. They had I think the Ravens had a 99.1% chance of winning that game with 4 minutes left in the game. And, Iman, I'm not trying to rub this in, but Derrick Henry, he owns the Bills. The Bills, they tried to beef up their run defense and probably to stop Derrick Henry. Look, they're trying to figure out, how to stop Patrick Mahomes. They might be there, but now y'all got a King Henry problem. That man is 31, looking like he's still in his prime when he plays the Buffalo Bills. But the Bills got the better of them. And if I had to say, after that game, if it's Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson winning MVP, I am torn because those two I can't. If that's not the AFC Championship game, and you said it a few weeks ago, the pressure is all on one of them two to get over the hump. We saw it, and I think you were 100% spot on. Let's go to number 2.
Number 2, 41-year-old Aaron, Mr. Discount Double Check Rodgers. Rewind time this weekend. When I tell you he actually put up a performance with the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the New York Jets. Listen, he was the first quarterback to debut with 240 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. 0 picks. He just also tied Tom Brady with the most games with 4 touchdown passes and 0 picks. When I tell you he rewind that time machine and he looked like the best quarterback in the league. And not only that, Austin, did you see the press conference after the game where he made sure he said, I had to play like that for those people over there who thought I couldn't play anymore, because it's a few people on the New York Jets that thought I didn't have it anymore. So guess what? Mr. Discount Double Check still has it. Can he keep it up? I'm sure. I think he's really taking things personal this year. So listen, don't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers not in the running for MVP this year. Let's go.
Hey, now, I love watching him look like a young man slinging the rock again. When he's just out there playing young, feeling himself. Gosh, it's hard not to love that. Number 3, we alluded to, but the Green Bay Packers opened a can of whoop ass on the Detroit Lions, and I'm sure a lot of people wish they hammered that Packers at plus 1,200 Super Bowl odds, because now it's about to disappear down to plus 800 on ESPN bets. Look, I know the Lions deal with new play cars, same game scheme. They got a little bit of offensive line problems, but that Packers defense, 4 sacks, 1 interception, 8 tackles for loss. They gave up 2.1 yards per carry to Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. And before garbage time, Jared Goff had 160 passing yards. No receiver had over 70 yards before garbage time. That cheetah package, they're calling it in Green Bay, is going to be unstoppable. Micah Parsons and Gary off the edge. They bumped Lucas Van Ness over the outside guard, or the outside shoulder of the guard. And that was dominating. Edrin Cooper, give him the all-pro nod right now. And I told y'all earlier, a couple episodes, stop sleeping on that guy, Carrington Valentine, on the perimeter. I tried to tell you, he held Jamison Williams, Mr. $83 million extension, to 4 catches for 23 yards. I'm telling you, this cat is legit. He's a good corner. Kick it over the offensive side. Jordan Love played absolutely out of his skull. Matt LaFleur in his bag against an elite defense. That touchdown to Kraft was an absolute needle thread, no window. Tucker Kraft was entirely covered by a linebacker. Jordan found a way in. He found the ball to 10 different pass catchers, was sacked 0 times. The receivers dropped 0 balls. And gosh darn it, if that's not the best team coming out of the NFC North, especially watching this Bears-Vikings game right now, I don't. It's number 4.
Hey, at number 4, I know it's only week 1 in the NFL, but we are now looking at probably the worst NFL team in the league right now. The Miami Dolphins will have the number 1 pick next year. Enough's is enough. They're going to break this team up. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was looking at Tyreek Hill bitching it the whole first half on the sideline. When I tell you Mike McDaniels, and see, I never believed in this. He's this great offensive scheme guy. Let's be clear. You have maybe the best receiver tandem in the NFL. And we're talking about you're supposed to be all this offensive genius. 211 total offensive yards against the Indianapolis Colts. Let's be real. This is not your 85 Bears. So Mike McDaniels might not even make it through the season as the head coach. I think he will be fired in a couple weeks. Because I'm telling you, they look so bad. He's on the sideline with his shades on, thinking he's fucking cool. Listen, and Flores is looking a little smarter than a lot of people called him, because he initially said, I didn't want Tua.
Facts.
And the year before last, Tua had a good season. He got paid. Then he's been hurt ever since. But Tua is not looking like an elite NFL quarterback. And guess who he said he wanted? He wanted Josh Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
He wanted Justin Herbert, yeah. So it's looking like, it's looking like Bill Belichick will have an opportunity to come back in the NFL sooner than later. And we all know who will have the number 1 pick next year, the Miami Dolphins, because that is the worst display of football I've seen all year.
If Bill Belichick's girl lets him come back, that is. Tua plays like he's cross-eyed. That contract already aging like milk. Number 5. Let's kick it over to college football a little bit. We had 3 big upsets in college football this weekend. SMU, they blew a 14-point lead to an unranked Baylor to fall in double OT. It was a fun game, but my gosh, Baylor's quarterback, Sawyer Robertson, was carving up Mustang jerky all night long. SMU, that one hurts. That's going to kick you right out of the top 25. Mississippi State, they took advantage of a huge coaching blunder with under 1 minute left, and they were able to knock out Arizona State 24-20. When I say huge coaching blunder, look, 43 seconds left and Arizona State, they rush 5. They bring down their safety to cover someone, no one over the top. Fastest man on the field is then running free. He hits him in stride, walks into the end zone to score for the game winner. Just dog water play call. That guy, I mean, everyone in the film better be looking at the defensive coordinator on that one. And then number 3, the big upsets, USF. We talked about these Florida teams now. USF is balling out right now. They took down in their first 2 games, number 25 Boise State, and now they just took out number 13 Florida, 18-16. They climb up to number 18 on the rankings now, and they got number 5 Miami next. Are they for real? That Florida game, I mean, what do we got, number 6?
Number 6. We have just seen 5 of the FBS teams score the most points in one weekend ever in a single day. Now, granted, a lot of these teams was playing the children of the poor. They was playing a few high school teams. But I don't care who you play. To score 70 points on anybody is a feat. So Ohio State scored, their score was 70-0. Let's be clear. They played a Division I team. Grambling State needs to just let their band play next time. Because this is the Division I team. 0 points. Florida State came in and scored 77-3. Alabama had to have a bounce back week where they scored 73-0. And Tennessee scored 72-17. And last, the Washington Huskies scored 70-10. And once again, I'm telling everybody, I played D2 football. So I'm telling you, Division I players should be able to score no matter what college you go to, should be able to stop somebody no matter where you're at. So listen, scoring 70 points is good. And listen, where would those teams be next week? We'll see. And I do got to say this one thing. Florida, y'all made me look bad. I said y'all was the best team in Florida, and the following week, y'all lose to fucking South Florida.
And they paid them $500K to walk into their stadium and kick their ass like that, too. God. What a get! And that's the other thing. These teams are just trotting out there. I mean, again, 5 FBS teams scored 70-plus points. It's never happened. And you know those are teams that are paying money to send their players out there to get their asses royally kicked. The fact that that's still happening, so be it. That's college football. Speaking of college football, number 7, FBS Oversight Committee voted in favor of a one-time only 10-day transfer portal. What that means is the spring portal gone, 30-day window is gone. And look, honestly, something needed to change because it is a wild, wild west out there in this transfer portal. It's becoming real difficult. It's like I said, wild, wild west. So this is kind of big news, and it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out and how teams, find their way to meander and meagle around it. But, again, we talked about with a fan on the show about, the NIL stuff, the transfer portal. This is something. Will the NCAA get it right? Well, that's to be seen. What's that number 8, Iman?
Number 8. This weekend, the NBA elected their new Hall of Fame class in Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, and the great Maya Moore was elected into the Basketball Hall of Fame. I didn't mean to say NBA.
Yeah, the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Naismith Hall of Fame. And which was weird to me, though, is because you understand Dwight Howard didn't make the top 75 players last time it came around. Yes, when it came around, a lot of people was upset because Dwight Howard wasn't voted top 75 player of 75 years last time it came out. So it was kind of weird to see Dwight Howard so early make it into the Naismith Hall of Fame. But it's been a lot of knocks on this Hall of Fame here lately because they're just letting anybody in. I mean, Carmelo Anthony, for sure. He won at every level, was a freshman at Syracuse, took them on a national championship run, and his NBA career speaks for itself. Dwight Howard, to me, just didn't have as many dominant years as Maya Moore and Carmelo Anthony. He might only had a 7-year run.
Oh, but gosh, he was unstoppable. In the paint.
Listen. I think Dwight Howard was a great player, but when I look at all of the Hall of Fame centers, to me, I just don't think he kind of stacks up for the long haul. Because you got to think, he came in straight out of high school, so we thought he was going to be dominant for a 15-year run, and he really only just had a 6 to 7 year. So I don't think he deserved that. I'm not sure why he got it. But salute to one of the greatest female basketball players I've ever seen with my own eyes. With Maya Moore, and salute to Carmelo Anthony on your Hall of Fame inductee.
And you're right about that stretch with Dwight Howard. And it was a 7-8 year stretch, but it was 5 straight seasons of unquestionably a top 3 to 4 MVP candidate. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I mean, and I'm an old head right now. I'm an old head because I remember watching Carmelo at Q, so I'm feeling extra old right now. Number 9, we're never going to get this in 10 minutes, I don't think. We'll get better at this one day. But we got to touch on this one. Philly's Karen, this lady, if you haven't seen this video, she committed social suicide. She went up to a kid. Okay, first of all, Phillies guy hits home run. Dad goes fairly, gets the home run ball, gives it straight to his kid who's about to be his birthday. And this Phillies Karen walks up demanding that is her baseball, essentially taking it right out of that kid's mitt. And everybody caught it on camera. Everyone was heckling her in the section. Everyone was exposing this chick for being the piece of shit that she showed herself off as, and she was just dragged through the mud online. Rightfully so. The internet did its thing. She got cooked, and good on the Phillies. They brought that kid a gift bag right on the spot. They got him behind the scenes after the game, gave him a sign back. I think it was Harrison Bader who hit the home run. So he walks away with the sign bat and a little bit of gift package. Good for the Phillies on that. And my gosh, that girl, that lady, that Phillies Karen she's now going by. God, good luck ever showing your face in public again. The whole no chance. All right, what do we got to wrap it up at number 10?
And at 10, we are finishing off, and this is for my track and field heads. I just wanted to remind you, this week, September 13th, is the start of the World Championships in Tokyo this year, and I want to give y'all a few matchups that everybody are looking towards seeing. Noah Lyles versus Kishane Thompson in the 100-meter dash, and on the girls' side, Melissa Jefferson Wooten versus Julian Alford. And will Sha'Carri Richardson ever return to her best form this year at the World Championships? And also, Sydney McLaughlin-Lavroni passed up on winning a third 400 hurdle meter title. She's not running this year. She's in the open 400. We'll see if she's going to be able to capture that goal in the flat 400. This is for all my track heads. It begins September 13th this weekend. World Championships. Can't miss it. It's going to be a lot of big matchups. And like I said, the 100 meter starts Friday. So who wants to miss the 100 meters? That's the greatest. You know, that's the most watched. The Olympic 100 meter is the most watched sporting events in the history of sports. And more people watch the 100 meter Olympics than the Super Bowl.
You're kidding me.
I'm not lying. And it's only 9 seconds. Yes, I'll give it to you next time. Only 9 seconds for guys and only 10 seconds for girls. But more people watch the men's 100-meter dash at the Olympics than any sporting event around.
Well, that is not something I'd ever think. We wrapped that one up at the top 10 and 10 at 15 minutes. Iman, I think we're cutting down time.
We're getting close.
We're getting better. Close. Either way, we're hitting on what should be the biggest 10 stories. And before we move into a fan segment real quick, we're going to do a little bit of trivia with our fan, a new trivia format, so it's going to be fun. I'll probably F it up a little bit because Joey, our producer, he's at the Bears game. He's probably having a good time. Bears up 10-6 at half. Caleb's balling out. JJ McCarthy, as myself and many predicted, kind of looks like shit. But there's a learning curve there. And Ben Johnson's offense with Chicago so far, I don't know.
Looking a little shaky.
Growing pains. But we got to talk about this. And this is something I've been waiting on my mind. I asked a Giants fan of mine today. Do the Giants have a Brian Dable problem after he came over to the Giants because of what he did to allegedly now fix Josh Allen and get him in a good spot. They're like, all right, do that with Daniel Jones now. Daniel Jones, that whole thing with New York goes sour. He has his little bounce around the end last year. He goes to Indianapolis, and he looked like a legitimate
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes, yeah. He looked like a legitimate quarterback in the NFL. He was making big-time throws. He looked as good as he's ever looked. Russell Wilson, I know he's not good. He's not what he was, but he looked like shit with the Giants. And now, allegedly, Dable, I heard, went up to saying, look, I want to start Jackson Dart next week, apparently. But to me, it seems like every quarterback since he's left Buffalo that Dable has touched, it has not gone good. It's not. So that was one of the things for me.
So me being the coach, sometimes I look at the athletes I've been able to coach over the years, and I call myself a good coach, but I got to understand that a lot of great athletes build your resume. Mm-hmm. And, some of the great athletes, they tell you, oh, well, anybody could have coached them. And it's now looking like, yes, he developed Josh Allen, but clearly it was more Josh than Brian Daboll. And don't get me wrong, I think Russell Wilson is done. I think he was done 2 years ago.
Cooked. Yeah,
I've been on record saying Russell Wilson, he just sees ghosts all the time now. He got happy feet. He's not comfortable in the pocket anymore. He can't escape pressure like he used to. So I don't think he's good. I really don't think he's good. But once again, to make a good coach is knowing what you're seeing on the field. And if Brian Daboll is not seeing that Russell Wilson wasn't the answer in camp, then to me it's got to be a coaching thing, because I just wouldn't have started the season with that. If that was what was going on at practice, I couldn't have started the season with that, because we seen Jason Dart come in and look like he's a franchise guy in preseason. So I'm not sure, but I think Russell Wilson is cooked, and I think he's a good guy. I think he gets a lot of flack for, his locker room and maybe being a corny guy and being about his business. Mm-hmm. But I think Russell Wilson was a good guy in the NFL. He was a good representation of what a quarterback should be. He won a Super Bowl, let's be clear.
Yep.
But I just think the career is over, man.
Yeah.
Just go raise your family, make a couple songs with Sierra. But Brian Daboll, if he doesn't get it together, though, he's guess what? Bill Belichick gonna have another opportunity to return home to New York.
And look, and that was the whole Evan Neal. I mean, to have your recent first round pick healthy scratch, he looks like his career's over. He's probably getting cut. The O-line is not in a good spot. So, will Jackson Dart come in and actually fix everything? Probably not. It may be a slight improvement, but. And one other quarterback thing before we move on is Justin Fields. Hey, I'm just saying, I watch a lot of Justin Fields, and when we bring on our fan, he can say something too, but we watch a lot of Justin Fields in the NFC North. That guy could not process for shit. He couldn't complete a pass for shit. And he was missing wide open guys, and it looks like someone might have learned a little bit of something.
He can play.
And he looked good. That looked like a different Justin Fields than I've watched. He looked like he can process. He can make some nice throws. I was avoiding Garrett Wilson altogether in fantasy, but I was like, if that's the Justin Wilson that's showing up, maybe. But he looked revived. I mean,
and the only good thing that Pittsburgh can kind of lean their hat on is that Aaron Rodgers looked even better, because what would have happened if Fields would have really beat them? They would have been looking like, you let that out the room, and not only that, you let that go to the bench and start Russell Wilson. So I'm with you too. Salute to Justin Field. He looked like the Justin Field that was at Ohio State.
Yep.
Dominating with the passing, running.
Yep.
And just like you said, he just knew what he was looking at this time around. Because last time I seen him, he just wasn't processing the offense that well. So we'll see where it go. But
yeah, man. And last thing on the Rodgers thing, Packers never played a much 12 personnel with two tight ends. But maybe we should have done more of that, because Rodgers looked, and man, I love when Rodgers looks like he's just comfortable and slinging, because when he's just back there and just loose with it, that wrist is just flicking darts all across the field. That is just fun to watch someone that gifted do his thing and just be on. And that system. I was skeptical about Arthur Smith and the Rodgers pairing, but shoot, DK dropped a couple passes and that offense was still clicking.
I think he need one more. I'm gonna tell you, he needs one more weapon. I just think he needs one more weapon, and that's gonna be a scary team. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team right now, but if he can stay healthy, because he got a couple hits yesterday too that I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy. Listen, that arm is lively, and I mean, it's one of the greatest arms that ever played the game. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback so effortless, just with every throw from every angle on the field. I just never seen it with my eyes. So if he can stay healthy, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think they need one more.
That's
Tyreek
fair.
Hill's coming.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle may be open.
Well,
Pittsburgh. So
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle have a Tua Tagovailoa problem at this point. But that Jets Steelers way more competitive than I think anyone would have thought. Last thing for me then is I feel like I keep saying last thing is, hey, real quick, being out in Washington, Zach Charbonnet, he might be RB1 in Seattle. He was getting goal line touches. He finished with more carries than Ken Walker. That's something to keep an eye on. I mean, Ken Walker, when he was coming out, I was like, that's the next Le'Veon Bell. And this fact that Charbonnet blocks super well, great blocker in the backfield. Man, if I'm a Ken Walker fantasy owner, I'm selling right now.
For sure.
And that's the sentiment around the fan base out here too. Is like, hey, Charbonnet, he's just better, and I think he's going to keep getting more and more tick. Walker gets hurt. You know, a team is not going to invest in the hurt guy, the banged up guy. I can see them slowly but surely keep pivoting more over to Charbonnet, the young guy who runs through you. Something to keep an eye on. Is
that a playoff team? Before I go,
no.
You think that's a play? You think Seattle's a playoff team?
No.
Yeah.
No. Look, they're going to be competitive, but that division should be close. Kittle's out for a little bit now. He's out for 3 to 5 weeks. The Ravens, as long as Stafford stays healthy, they're going to be really damn good. I think the Rams. I think the Rams. I think the Rams will win the division. I think everyone's going to be could be within 2 wins of each other. I think every team in that division could win 8 games, the floor. It should be a really competitive division. Seahawks, they did improve the line. JSN's a dog. I'm not totally the weapons for me it's not all there. JSN's really good, but you don't got Lockett no more. You don't got DK no more. I really, really like the Torrey Horton pick. I really wanted him in Green Bay. I'm not sure that that's a team that can stretch long term. Is my thing, and they could be an injury or two away from the bad shape kind of thing.
For sure.
All right, let's bring in our fan for the episode. We're gonna do a new little segment, not new segment, but we're gonna do a little revamped trivia format, and we're gonna bring in Packers fan Josh Stewart. Josh, how are we doing today? I know you got to be still riding the high, just like I am from that week 1 win over Detroit.
I'm riding the high all the way until 7:15 on the dot until that ball kicks off the tee on Thursday. Can't nobody tell me nothing until then.
Facts. Until that cheetah package is back up on the field.
Right.
Well, Josh, before we get into it, what was kind of your big takeaways from the game? I mean, I think that some things are pretty obvious here, but what was your kind of thoughts leaving that game?
I mean, I think number one, I just got to go to because it's been my guy since draft day. So I got to give a shout out to Jordan Love. Like those first couple drives, like when we needed to move the ball, when we needed to get firing on offense, like he was just cooking them, destroying Kirby Joseph, destroying Brian Branch. I don't even think Kirby Joseph was playing, actually, as a matter of fact. I don't even know if he was on the field. But
I think his name came up once.
So he was cooking, and I just love to see that. Love to see Romeo turned up, and Romeo making him fired up. But of course, I mean, even like when he's not in on the play, just like to see how immediately he was able to make an impact, like it was just crazy. Like just instantly impacting, making everybody else so much better was just insane.
Yep, and that's a really good team. If you had one thing that was like a little bit, I mean, shoot, there's very few negative takeaways from that game, but if there's one thing that's like, from the Packers side, what would that, if anything, what would that be?
If I had one thing, I think like Matt kind of tends to do this a lot. I would have liked to get maybe like a couple more like aggressive drives in the second half, because I feel like Jordan threw it like maybe like 5 times in the second half. Like we were just pounding the ball, which makes sense, but like I would have just liked to like really shove it down their throat and just really slam the door on them. So that's the only thing I can complain about really. Other than that, feel like the run defense was cooking, pass defense was cooking. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess I could complain about the special teams flag on the first play. That's
classic. That's the most classic way of a Packers. The only way a Packers team would start the season is a flag on the first damn play on special teams.
Had to get it out of the way. But I mean, other than that, there's really not much. I see people complain about Keyshawn Nixon and Bullard, but like at the end of the day, like what did St. Brown do? Like what did Williams do? Like they weren't doing nothing. So like they did their job. No explosive plays. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Bullard, man, he did get worked a bit in coverage. That's going to be a problem. That's clearly a problem. I think when Nate Hobbs comes back, I don't know what happens to Bullard. Honestly, I don't know what his role looks like. He's definitely coming off the field a bit more because Evan Williams, he's not coming off the field. And then, like you said, Nixon, he, big improvement last year, but he didn't have a great grade. Didn't grade out well after this first game. But like you said, I think that was big hats off to Hafley. The scheme was working. He does so many disguises. It's so hard pre-snap for a quarterback to figure out what the hell's about to come at him. And, man, my last thing is when Quay Walker, because of Edgerrin Cooper, the way he can just play free and fast and float, that is an insane duo in tandem now that, he's not calling the shots. He doesn't got to think. Clearly, when Quay Walker's got to use his head, it didn't go too well with Cooper in there now. I mean, that duo is going to be scary, deadly, scary.
Yeah. Edgerrin Cooper flying around, Quay flying around, there's just like so much speed compared to past few years. It's insane. Mm-hmm. It's actually like you look forward to watching the Packers defense now.
Yeah, no, rare. Like I said to Iman before, it's like I haven't seen a complete game by the defense like that against a good team like that since like 2010, pretty much.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do, Josh? Let's kick right over to it. We're gonna get into trivia a little bit, and I'm gonna do my best to make this go smooth because we're just starting a new format with it. We're just trying to get this going. So you're a Packers fan. We'll let our fans kind of say, what do you want to do? League-wide trivia, team trivia. So you decide you want to do some team trivia for the Green Bay Packers. So what we're going to do, we're first going to spin the wheel. And whatever topic the wheel lands on is the topic we're going to roll with for the Packers. It's going to be, just so you're ready, the Packers' top 5 record holders for whatever that one thing is going to be. We'll pull it up. We'll go through it. Because our producer is out, I'm not going to play. I got the answer sheet. I'll let Iman go. I'll let Iman try to fill the gap. Josh, if you can, Iman, what do you say? Three out of 5 or 4 out of 5 for a take token? Which one?
Let's make it hard because he is a Packer fan. I'm not so much a Packers fan. I mean, listen, I know sports and I know a lot, but you got to get 4 out of because I'm not really a Packers fan, but I know some Packer stuff. So we'll see.
Josh,
let's say 4 out of 5.
Some of these names go back. I was like, who the hell is this guy? And I'm a diehard. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the category, I guess we'll see.
We'll be all right. All right, so let's whip this up. If we got problems, fuck it. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be all right. So here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel here. Josh, if you are ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Our topic today, our Packers top 5 that we are gonna be playing is receiving yards. We have to, Josh, you are now tasked with telling us the Packers' top 5 most receiving yards in team history, as the Bears looks like they're just taking a house call to start something here. Bears just house call like a punt return or kick return. Woo! So that is going to be our first thing. And now let me bring up the extra screen for us. All right, Josh, you are officially tasked. Number 1, you don't got to go in order. I got the answers. Number 1, Packers' top 5 receiving leaders of all time. Who do you got?
I'm going to take number 1 just because I feel like it's the easiest option. So double D, Donald Driver, number 1.
That would be correct. Donald Driver, the only Packers receiver with over 10,000 receiving yards. That is correct. Josh is 1 for 1. Well on his way to a take token for us. Josh, who do we got? Number 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go in any order you want, but
number 2, is that James Lofton, number 2?
2 for 2. Iman. I'm sweating. He's got it. James Lofton does come in at number 2.
He does.
I think he might got it. All right, number 3, Josh, for Packers all-time leading receiver.
I don't know if he's number 3, but I'm going to throw up Paul Hornung. Is he on here?
Paul Hornung is not on here. Iman, do you think you got a rebuttal who number 3 could be?
I was surprised that he didn't go with just your newly Hall of Fame guy, Sterling Sharp. I mean, Sterling didn't play long, but I'm older. I remember him dominating, so I thought you would have went with him because he just got voted in the Hall of Fame. So is it Sterling Sharp?
It is Sterling Sharp, and the one man who did compete with Jerry Rice for top receiver in football, and Lord knows if he played longer, that is unquestionably probably the top receiver of all time.
Yes, he dominated for years when I was coming up, so maybe just because I'm older, so I remember that. But when you hit with the Lofton, I'm like, you gotta know
he's got to
start. You hit with the Lofton.
Honestly, I just remember like when Donald Driver broke it. It was like James Lofton was who he was passing. So like that's like very clear in my memory. After that, I might be cooked after that.
All right, well, you should be able to get number 4. I would hope number 4 is going to be an easy one for you now that Sterling's off the board.
Devontae. I want to go Devontae. I want to either go Devontae or Jordy, but I'll go Devontae.
It is Devontae. So you now got 3 out of 5, and number 4. I would say just off of what you just said, I would say think about number 5 before you say it. And we'll get you the take token to come back on whenever you want if you get this one right. Number 5.
Damn. You have to let me you have to put me on a shot clock real quick, Logo. What's the play clock at? I have to burn
10 seconds.
I have to burn a timeout.
Okay. Calling a favor. Do you want a hint? You can call. We can call in a hint for you if you want.
No hint.
Okay.
No hint.
Okay.
No hint. I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna throw out a shot. Antonio Freeman.
Wow, what a name drop. It is not Antonio Freeman, though. Iman, you got a guess? You got a rebuttal? Oh,
it was funny because I was thinking Freeman in my head, too. If not Jordy. Yeah, if not Jordy, I was thinking that in my head. Because I'm telling you, I've been around a long time. So I was like, I was going through my Brett Favre days. So, I'm trying to think. Who would be the 5th?
It is none other than Don Hudson.
That's what I was thinking of when I said Paul Hornung. Like Don Hudson was the one that was in my head. I got to mix.
I mean, it's not Antonio Freeman's not a bad guess. He's finished with 6,600 yards for the Packers in 116 games. So definitely a lot of yards. Don Hudson, however, finished with just a tick under 8,000 yards. So I think he was right up there behind him. So how about this? Because this is the first time we're doing this, Josh, want to run another one?
I'll run another one.
Let's run another one. All right.
Let's
run another one. Let's see what the magic wheel's got for us. All right, let's do this one again. The magic wheel. Josh, you are tasked with telling us.
Should we even it out since we did Packers for the first one? Should we do NFL for the second one?
No, we can stick with Packers.
We stick with Packers. All right.
Yeah, let's stick with Packers with passing yards. This is a rebuttal. I think now you got to name the top 5 record holders for passing yards in Packers history. I have a good feeling that you should be able to get this one, redeem yourself, win that take token, come back whenever you want to talk ball with us. So let's get this back up. Now, all right, let's go to this last one then. Josh, I'm gonna bring this back up, do our janky system to get this pulled up on the screen. And whenever you're ready, with number 1, who do you got on this list for the all-time leading passer in Packers history?
Is it 12? Aaron Rodgers? Number 1? Is he damn.
Well, where would you put him?
Number 2?
Yes. Rodgers Laxon at number 2. So that'll work. Number 1.
Gotta be Brett Favre. Yeah, gotta be Brett.
Yeah.
I thought you would have went with that first, though.
I was surprised you didn't go with Brett.
I was honestly losing, at the end, he passed him in touchdowns for. I guess I couldn't remember if he passed me yards or not.
I think so we can look. Brett Favre finished with the Packers with 61,000 yards. Oh my God. God damn. And it's probably because Aaron missed sometimes, but I don't remember what Aaron finished with, but it was not 61,000 yards. I don't remember what it is. But anyways, so we got 1 Favre, 2 Rodgers, 3
Lynn Dickey.
He's not 3, but he is 4, so we'll give you that one. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there. All right. But number 3.
Number 3, Bart Starr.
Yes, sir. And number 5, now, this is not, when I saw this, all I'm going to say is good luck on this one. It is not going to be probably the first name in your head.
Damn, I feel like I've seen this before. So I think I know, it is really crazy, but so it probably isn't the answer, old. But I'm going to throw out.
It's old.
Yeah.
Old.
Damn, it's like a I know I've seen it for sure, but
I don't think they were wearing helmets.
This isn't right, so I'm just going to say it just to give my guy some shine. And I'm just going to say Jordan Love just for the shout out.
Hey, what's up, J Love? I should have been wearing my Jordan Love hat today. It is. Tell me if you've ever heard this name. Number 5 in Packers history in passing yards. His name is Tobin Rote. Rote.
Yep, I have. I mean, like just because doing like trivia stuff like this, like on Sporkle. Yeah. The only reason why I would have heard it, but I have heard the name.
That was a new name for me. And for hanging in there, because this is a janky system, we would love to award you, Josh, with an honorary take token to come back on the show. Yeah, yep, here you go.
Am I doing that token?
Go ahead, take that. Bing! Iman's going to get a cash thing in one day, but we don't have that yet.
I keep saying I need to get it through Amazon, spread in the air.
Josh, we really appreciate you coming on, playing a little bit of trivia with us. And like I said, you just ping me on TikTok or wherever you want. Let me know if you got to come on, Rant Packers. This is meant to be a platform for fans to come on. So let your friends know if they got to spew shit. Just come on. We got the voicemail line. If you ever just got to call in and sound off, give it a ring. We'll play it on the show for you. But Josh, really appreciate you coming on. If you got any final thoughts that you would like to leave us with, this is the floor. You give us whatever you got.
I got 3 words. Go, Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go. Na, 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 na.
Go, Pack, go.
Woo! All right, thanks, Josh. It's been great having you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. All right, see you. And for hanging in there, because this is... Man, that's fun. We got to get that system down. When we got Joey back and it's a little less clunky,
and that'll be a little better.
Because I'm just over here. What do I do? I was feeling like a boomer.
So that last guy was before Bart Starr?
You want to take a stab? Okay. Yeah, that man makes Bart Starr look young. He was born in 1928.
Shit.
Tobin wrote his Packers tenure went from 1950 to 1956. And
that wasn't even that long either.
Wow. Actually, funny enough, he was an AP second team All-Pro in 1955. His best season, this is funny. This was an all-pro season in 1955 for a quarterback. 17 touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 1,977 yards. That was all-pro in 1955.
Dog. That's crazy. 17 and 19. He was throwing a lot of fucking picks. And listen, imagine if he didn't throw all those picks. Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, and his next season was even better. And he did also get second-team All-Pro. Next season, 1956. 18 tuds, 15 picks, and a whopping 2,200 yards, 183 yards a game. Tobin wrote Packers, great, top 5, number 5 all-time in Packers history in passing yards. But that's a hell of a thing. I think we covered it, but Iman, before we wrap up the show, we gotta go back. Are you holding to Florida as the best team in college football out of the state of Florida? Where are you at now?
Now,
you have apologies.
Austin. No, I listen. Listen, I'm a Taurus. My birthday's in May, so I'm a pretty stubborn person. And when I make a prediction, a lot of times I'm right. It's just looking a little shaky early. I'm looking like, how do y'all let South Florida?
They're not looking. They're looking real though. It's not like South Florida's looking like a bluff this season.
Oh man, they made me look real bad. I mean, DJ Lagway might have said, "Hey, thanks for the shout," but goodness grief, I made Florida look bad by saying they was going to be the best and then turn around lose to South Florida. But hey, I'm staying strong because they have Miami, so they can get a bounce back win and be okay.
I mean, look, I think right now, for me, they don't have a Lagway problem. They have a Billy Napier problem. That offense, that looks like a high school offense. It is. There's nothing special to it. There's no bag. That bag does not go deep. Napier, he's catching a lot of heat right now, rightfully so.
Because that's supposed to be his thing, though. That's what he kind of hang his hat on. Supposed to be this offensive guy. Because before he got there, I forgot where he was at before there. But he was supposed to be this great offensive guy. And it has not worked out. Well, I said it last year. When he couldn't see that DJ Lagway was better than Mertz from Wisconsin, I was like, you don't know what you're looking at. Yeah, you don't know what you're looking at. So it's clear. But listen, another job's going to be opening. I'm telling you, if he lose the next couple of games, he's going to be fired before midseason.
And who's going to replace him? I give you one guess. I'll give you my guess if you give me your guess.
Urban Myers.
I was going to say Urban Myers too. Oh,
bringing them back. They're going to bring Urban Myers back. Yep. I mean, we know he can coach.
Let's get a couple killers on that team.
Yeah, and they're going to give him the money, so he's going to have enough to be recruit. And, I mean, he knows offenses too. So, from Utah to even back to Bowling Green, offense been his thing. So, yeah, I think Urban Myers.
That would be a hell of an anticipated return if that.
Why not make that call, though? I mean, you got to make that call. You got to make that call.
Look, NCAA's teams in the college football are already kind of bleeding money. They are charging their fans out the wazoo to pay a ticket to go watch their own team play ball. And look, if Florida keeps losing or it keeps looking this not good, they're going to start hurting, and business decisions will have to be made quickly and swiftly. And nothing will build hype and get butts in seats like getting Napier out of there in a reasonable amount of time and bringing Urban Meyer back. For all the things that have transpired with Urban Meyer, that's probably the best move. I mean, Dan Lanning, I don't know if they can lure him, but mid-season.
I was thinking in my head, and this may be a Hail Mary. That boy St. Nick is sitting on that desk on game day, probably itching to come back now. It's the SEC.
You think he's itching?
They could throw enough money to make him start scratching. I tell you what, if he's not itching, I mean, they got enough money. I think Nick misses coaching. I really do. I think he misses coach. When you've been that good, I'm telling you, I'm a coach now. We start fall training tomorrow. When I tell you, Austin, you think nothing but coaching. I think Nick Saban is really another. I will make the call. If nothing else, I will make the call and say, "Hey, what do you think? How much?
Yeah,
how much?
Get the program right. Hey, Nick, it's gonna be 5 years. You're gonna get this program back on track." But the thing is, I mean, I don't know. Money talks. It does talk with his wife being for it. He's doing damn well on the desk right now, and they don't want to lose him. He's probably under some type of contract. I wonder how he'd break that. But for me, I mean, man, if they could lure Nick Saban away, gosh, you know who else? One last hot seat in college football because it has to be addressed. My Wisconsin Badgers, that Luke Fickell project, fuck that.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Can we get Nick Saban in Wisconsin? Perhaps. Maybe. Does Nick Saban like snow? Can we confirm if Nick Saban likes cold weather?
I'm going to tell you a guy I think y'all should make a shot at, man, in Minnesota. I cannot remember. He's the Minnesota coach,
Fleck.
Man.
Don't say Fleck.
You don't like him? I like that guy. I think he's super. I think Wisconsin is a bigger brand that will allow him to recruit at a higher level. And I think he'll revolutionize the offense and not just heavy run. He'll go find a quarterback and some receivers. I like that guy. He's used to that area. He'll be able to recruit good in that area.
And he's been beating Wisconsin, that's for sure. I mean, look, Wisconsin's not an easy – they've been recruiting really well. And that's the problem with Fickell. Like, what the hell is going on? We are getting some of our better recruiting classes in maybe ever. Like, Wisconsin, generally speaking, is not this ranked this high for recruiting classes consecutively. We've lost a couple guys, of course, but – we've been stealing guys away from Bama, away from Michigan, away from Ohio State, getting cats from Florida, Jersey, and all these other states that normally we're not hot for. And it's totally falling flat. Their tolerance is low. I'm sure they're getting itchy to make a move. And man, another hot seat. I think Fickell and Napier, two of the biggest names with the biggest programs that are. Hey, time to turn it around. That is all for Chalk Talk Social today. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We are going to see you on Friday. Until then, it is Go Pack Go on Thursday versus the Commanders. That should be a hell of a ball game. I mean, Iman, before we leave, you got to give a prediction on that one. How do you think that one's going to leave? I'll start with this. 3 of the 5 lowest graded players for the Commanders in week 1 were offensive linemen. Jaden Daniels, you better have a big old flak jacket on. Big thick black jacket on.
For sure. I think Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback. I just think y'all have a better hear me out now. I think Daniels to me, he's a taller Lamar Jackson, but he's a better pocket guy than Lamar. I think he's probably one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. So I think they have the better quarterback. Wow. I think you guys have the better roster as far as defense. I mean, his offense just didn't look as good to me. The offensive line is going to have a long – listen, they better be sleeping right now. It's going to be a long day Thursday, so they better get their sleep in today. But I just think y'all got a better roster, so I'm going to say the score will be I think it's going to be a blowout, 41-20.
Woo! I was going to say 31-20. I was going to say 31-23. You're making me feel a lot better now. So
I think it's going to be a blowout because, I mean, y'all offense is only going to get better. I'm telling you, that offense is only going to get better.
Commanders defense don't, you know, they're not keeping anyone really up at night too bad. And now the Packers defense most certainly is.
It will. So...
yeah. All right. Now we're actually done. We both agree Packers probably win on Thursday. We're gonna definitely be talking about it on Friday. My mood will be determining on that Thursday night outcome. We'll actually be recording during the game, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, we'll see you then. All right. See you.